For what we internally called simple scoring, your total point score, percentage points, total correct, total incorrect, percent correct, those can be the foundation of most test keys. However, if you need to evolve beyond that and introduce mathematics or additional formulas to your scoring key, as appropriately named, the formula scorer can be really helpful in doing that. I'm going to create a value, and I'm going to call it modified score. Uh, you know, Score values, names, or whatever your internal nomenclature or naming convention is supported. So I'm going to call this modified score. I'm going to round it to the nearest tenth of a decimal point. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say I want to do some numerical analysis on a couple of score values. So I'm going to click on the score variable, and I'm going to say I want to take my raw score and I want to subtract some amount of the questions that were missed. So I think there's a total incorrect. So raw score minus total incorrect, that's going to be our modified score. But I could take it a step further. I could say, you know what, I want to take the total incorrect and I want to multiply that by 0.25, and I want to subtract that value. So what I have here now is raw score minus 0.25 times the total incorrect to get the adjusted modified score. I can also use functions. Let's say this is a super complex value, and I say I actually want to take the square root of a number. So let's do this by taking this number, and we'll paste that into the overall value. So instead of number here, I'm going to take the square root. So it's minus the square root of the total incorrect times 0.25. Make sure we have all the closed and open parentheses. And now I'm taking the square root of that number. I don't know why I do that, but I just wanted to show the value that these functions can add as well. So you can take numerical operators, you can take numbers, you can take score variables, you can also take answer variables. So for instance, in section 1, if I want to say if radio A is selected, I can use that in my answer variable or formula builder as well. So I'm going to go back to this. So what we're taking is the raw score minus the square root of the total incorrect times 0.25, and that's what we're using as the modified raw score. That will appear in the formula builder, and we've created a pretty complex but maybe highly useful formula score.